Leonis Martin.
Now to the plate, Leonis Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and if you got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it into third with a one-out triple.
Batting seventh.
So stepping in, Chris Iannetta, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners leave one. They still trail 1-0. A.J. Pierzynski strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
A.J. Pierzynski.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Hernandez gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Got him swinging in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, that's a real good sinker there. You can see this ball's in the dirt by the time he's committed to this swing. That's a nice job behind the plate of cleaning up and getting that put out at first.
Stepping in now, Jace Peterson. Pulled toward right center field. Cruz on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Both outfielders with a long run to try and get to this thing, but neither of them can get there, as it's going to wind up one hopping the wall. That man decides he's going to turn it on and try and get to third. He'll do it easily.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. Squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. A man at third with 1 away. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And he'll make it back in safely at third. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Aoki on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
But, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Matt Wisler digs in here for his first appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
Now, after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Braves 2 and the Mariners nothing. And a welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia for Baseball on the Show. 3rd inning is set to get underway. Felix Hernandez set to lead off the 3rd. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And another foul ball. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. And he sets him down easily for the first out of the 3rd.
Nori Aoki will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Now a ball hit sharply toward 3rd. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. The throw into 2nd. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The batter.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into 2nd and leg out a double.
Here's the 3rd baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the run is in to score from 2nd. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now batting.
Nelson Cruz steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Oh, that is such a good pitch. First pitch changeup, when you know a guy's a first pitch fastball guy, just use his aggressiveness against him.
The throw pulls him off the bag. So striding in, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from 2nd with a base hit into the outfield. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Baseball fans see Robinson Cano, and they think of his time with the Yankees and the Mariners, but some forget how great he was during the World Baseball Classic in 2013. He hit .469 for the undefeated Dominican team on his way to the tournament MVP award.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Here's Adam Lind, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Two down, runners at first and second. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's through into center field, base hit. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Atlanta leads it 2-1. Ender Inciarte digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Aoki. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Eric Ibar is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Freddie Freeman stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And that's the pitch he needs to go back to. That big-time fastball.
Here's the pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes, 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 22.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
Third baseman, number 24.
Let's check out the sequence of pitches here. 0-1, he gets ahead. Next one misses. Then a swinging strike two puts him in the hole. Bites off the fourth pitch foul, gets another chance, and boom, connects on pitch number 5 for a solid base hit.
Here's Kelly Johnson. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Here's the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta. They lead it 2-1. Leonis Martin is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Chris Iannetta stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. 1 run, 7 hits. And no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And you can pretty much follow the thought process here on swing track. He's getting ready for the fastball 1-2. But they give him something off speed, and he was way too early on that swing.
Ketel Marte comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. sent on the ground out to second. There's Peterson. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Now at the plate, Felix Hernandez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte on the run. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Seattle. They still trail it here 2-1. A.J. Pierzynski is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Catcher, number 15.
Hernandez is ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Cano has it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, second
At the
baseman,
plate, Jace Peterson. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here?
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion, and he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez. He's still on the short end of a 2-1 score. Nori Aoki heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Inciarte is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the 5th.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Kyle Seager will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Peterson fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Nelson Cruz will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Our score remains 2-1. Matt Wisler comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Catcher, Matt Whistler.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. And he tries to bunt here with 2 strikes, but he's out. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. Ender Inciarte steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Inciarte.
High in the air out to center field. Under it is Martin, and that's out number 2.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the fifth, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Robinson Cano will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
lifted in the air out to center field. Under it is Bourne to make the play for the first out.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. And that's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Into the box now, Adam Lind. He singled his last time up. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Leonis Martin digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. In there, strike one.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike two. On the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Mariners 1. With Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning for Atlanta. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Kelly Johnson will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
And it's quickly 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They still lead it 2-1. Back here at Turner Field, 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Chris Iannetta will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chop foul over towards the dugout. To short, hit hard. There's Ibar. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And boy, you talk about a guy getting himself in a groove. How about 10 in a row he's retired now? He's just making it look easy.
Ketel Marte will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bourne has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Steve Clevenger is into the on-deck circle as it appears he will bat for Felix Hernandez here.
Steve Clevenger.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Liner towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning stretch time here in Atlanta. Braves lead this one 2-1. Charlie Furbush will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Charlie Furbush.
A.J. Pierzynski will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Pierzynski.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed as Pierzynski set down for the first down of the inning. Jace Peterson strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Peterson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Hard liner toward short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Michael Bourne at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
The 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe, but for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
Adonis Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And this is taken outside for ball one.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
And he'll snap one over to first. Don't want to forget about him. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Oh, that one got the pitcher. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ian Kroll will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Nori Aoki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Set to deal on 2-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bourne has a beat on it. He's got it one away.
The batter, number
There's our line score to this point. You see the Braves leading this one from Turner Field as we play inning number 8. Kyle Seager gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Into the seats, 0-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Oh, he's able to get a glove on that one. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Nelson Cruz. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Again down to second.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Markakis. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Braves 2 and the Mariners 1. Evan Scribner is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Evan Scribner.
Ender Inciarte will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Left fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hidden, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Aoki is in pursuit, but this will land foul just shy of the wall. Again, he sends it out of play. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
Here's Eric Ibar now. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike 1. Now the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First offering on its way. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Aoki is under it. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Flipped out the other way toward short. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Well, that's been missing.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They lead it 2-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Adam Lind, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle, but Ibar is there to pull this one in, and that becomes a tough first out.
Yeah, and that would have been nice to get that tying run on base, and this ball's definitely hit hard enough. It's just right at his man.
Here's Leonis Martin as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
The 1-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Markakis is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow. He's going to take it as he finishes this thing off and earns the save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 2-1. So long from Atlanta.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Mariners, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MARTA trains are available at the Georgia State Station by following Capitol Avenue to the north. Shuttle service to the 5 Points MARTA station continues for 1 hour after the conclusion of the ball game.